बंदना हरे बंदना बंदना हरे बंदना गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गोपाल राय बंदना हरे बंदना बंदना हरे बंदना गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ गुण गाओ बंदना हरे बंदना बंदना हरे बंदना गुण गाओ गोपाल राय गुण गाओ गोपाल राय
तेरी मेहर दा बोलना तुदे आगे अरदास गुरु गुरु आहे गुरु गुरु रामदास आद गुरे नमे जुगाद गुरे नमे सत गुरे नमे श्री गुरु देवे नमे वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा. That subject I am going to discuss today, Gurmat. I am not discussing dharma. I am not discussing religion. And I am not discussing your beliefs. I am not discussing your achievements. I am just explaining one word. It's called Gurmat. Word is mat, ma'at. At means infinity. In a simple expression we say, Fulane at chuk laiye. This person has gone onto degradation, onto infinity. It's a negative word, at. When you utter word at, it means somebody has crossed all boundaries, gone beyond something. Word is mat. Mat actually means where mind is in control of infinity. When your mind is in control of infinity, it means your mind is control of you, because you are infinity. Sensitivity of you is your infinity. You may experience it or not, that's a different story. But there's a possibility, there's a chance. And through these 5 senses and 5 tattvas and 7 chakras, you can relate to your arc line, your personality, that you can experience the light of God. When we say we can experience the light of God, we become the light of God. That's how we are. But the word is mat. Mat means when mind is in control of your negativity. Mat is also mean in simple word wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is when your domain is under not a vice. You are not dumb enough that your domain has gone negative. It's called wisdom. When the view of life is within you, wisdom is overriding, over-controlling domain of a person. Therefore, the word comes now Gurumat. Not my wisdom, not your wisdom, not our wisdom, but the Guru wisdom is when in control is called Gurumat. You do not like control. Sure, you should not have control. Drive your car and let the steering wheel move itself. See where you make it. There has to be a directing center. It is called governing self. Everybody needs that. And when we cannot govern ourselves, we take wisdom from a specialist, from a counsel, from a psychiatrist. When we cannot take our health, we go to a doctor. When we cannot build our house, we go to engineer, construction. We have been doing this as a normal way of life. It's a normal way of life to ask for the advice. And it's a very normal way of life to take Guru's wisdom. Because our wisdom can fail. But the problem with Guru's wisdom is that there are certain do's with it and certain don'ts with it. We want Guru wisdom, but we want Guru wisdom in our way. Unfortunately, in Sikh Dharma, there is no our way. There is a do's and don'ts very specific. As in Patanjali, there is yam and niyam. Do's and don'ts. Yam means knows and niyam means what you have to do. One of the niyam in Sikh Dharma is Nitnem. We read the Guru's Bani. The idea is to read Guru's Bani to understand. One day we'll understand what Guru says. What Guru says we should understand. Because in the end of the Sri Guru Granth, Guru says, Thal vich tin vastu payo sat santokh vicharo. Sat means there is a truth. Santokh means there is a patience. Vichar means understanding. And if you are a Gur Sikh without understanding, then you stand nowhere. You stand under what? Either you can stand under your own ego or you can stand under Guru. Simple too. Life should not be made complicated being a Sikh. It's a very simple way of life. If you stand under Guru, bad and good you are. And that wisdom will come through. That wisdom will come through. That wisdom will carry you. If a sick person is put in a ship, it will see the other port. Ocean won't bother it. Well, he will vomit. He will just be a little more bad than anything else. He'll not be as healthy as anybody else, but he'll not drown. The idea to take Guru's wisdom is not to let the life drown. If you are telling me that there should be no challenge in life, I don't agree. There shall be a challenge in life. There will be a negative. There will be a threat. People will like to pull your leg. People will like to do everything to you which you don't want to be done. Because if it is left to you, you do the same things. Guru ki matte laye aane, bhagat bina bahut dubbe syane. O innocent one takes Guru's wisdom. Without bhakti, Paogati, devotional pursuit is called bhakti. Without devotional pursuit, all wise men has drowned. These are Guru's words, which I am explaining to you. So we believe in one simple thing that is called Gurmat, and that is we pursue the wisdom which has been put before us. We do wrong, and many times we do wrong. Why we do wrong? Because whenever there is a juncture of life which is controlled by commotion, you become numb. As a human faculty, this is a human faculty. Commotions makes you drive as numb. You become totally a statue, solid. It is called missile guided heat-seeking missile. The heat-seeking missile, when you are commotion, heat. and you are sought by that heat. And that is how your commotion seek to reach where it is zeroed at. And there's no way. Until you put a scan. What is that scan? They blow out little iron particles like a wall. They shoot it from the plane, which sensors tells missile is coming to destroy. They put sensor. So with that sensor, we blow those particles, and when it hits those particles, missile has taken an impact, it's blown. A ship is saved. There's no difference than that. Everybody who's sitting here has to become commotional one way or the other, and shall proceed to zero that commotion only if the word of Guru is remembered. That shield will blow up that destruction, and you can proceed. Listen, this technology which man produces, it comes to man out of that universal consciousness. There is nothing which can save you. Because this is how it is. When the impact interlocks itself, then the time clock starts. Remember, so long you are not under the time clock, you are yourself. Moment the time clock start clicking, I have to see at 6 o'clock, I have to see at 6 p.m., I have to see at 6 p.m., I have to see at... You watch. At 2 o'clock your state of mind is different. At 4 o'clock your state of mind is different and intense. At 5:30 it is extremely intense. If somebody can tell you, can you stay here for 1 hour more? You will punch that person without that person even knowing what for I lost my teeth. This was a gentleman. No, because 6 o'clock the time is clicking. Tick, 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 tick. It becomes so loud because you are locked under time clock. Anybody who's locked under time clock cannot get away from it. It is called magnetic interlocked. It's called desire. Desire to be. Purpose of life is desire to be. But not for a small incident, but for a broader totality. What is the saint? Saint is to be. But for broader concept. For abstract. Human for a particular instant. Because human wants territory and space. Saint has totality which has time and space in it. Gurmat teaches you the practical way of involvement in life. Gursikh takes the wisdom of the Guru. And Guru says, be equal to all. Why? Because God is equal to all. If a Brahman sees a Shudra, a Brahman sees untouchable, he'll walk away. Because Brahman preserved its purity from inferiority. But Sikh walks into inferiority to lift it up. That's the difference. Sikh will go into negativity to make it positive. A Brahman will go not into negativity to keep his positivity. You understand the difference between Gurmat and Shastra? Shastra says, do not muddle with negativity. Keep away. And in ordinary life, I'll say, Keep negativity away. But as a Gursikh, I'll say jump into it. When you jump into negativity, Guru shall be with you, so don't worry about it. If as a Sikh of the Guru, you start practicing untouchability, then you are really a living insult to the Guru. If as a Sikh of the Guru, poor is poor, sick is sick, ugly is ugly, then you have not seen the richness, the health, and the beauty. Because your richness, your health, and your beauty is to go in. And you can't do it. You can't do it. Until you do believe that you are under the command of the Guru, you can do it. Normally you cover your weaknesses. There is no enemy of yours in this world. Your enemy is your own feeling of your own weakness. And when you have a Gurmat to guide you, Gurmat to take care of you, Gurmat to lead you, then you have no weakness. Because you are not you. It's Guru's Gurmat. You adapt it. That's why Guru say, Rahat pyari moh ko Sikh pyara na hai. Because Sikh can shake himself. Because Sikh, when he feels he is a Sikh, it is the ego to be a Sikh. There is an ego to be a Khalsa. There is an ego to be a saint. There is an ego to be a guardsman. There is an ego to be a holy man. Ego has many forms. But when it is Guru's mat, then there is no personal ego involved. Then it is Guru's ego, and let Guru be on the stake. I am not saying to you the commotions have no place. I tell you, commotions are trade winds. They carry the ships. But the rudder of the ship should be with you. And the rudder of the ship is control on the top of the ship, and the captain has the map. So guidance of line and life is together that way. You guide your life absolutely according to the Rahat and Maryada. That's why we have trade winds and trade lanes. And we become trading partners. If you do not become part of life, life will never become part of you. Gursikh is a life. Gurmat is the trading of life in Guru's way. In my humble submission, I just wanted to share that great thought, which is very unique and very exceptionally beautiful in Sikh Dharma, is Gurmat. Therefore, we who believe in Sri Guru Granth as our Guru have to live by the Sri Mat, Manmat, Gurmat, and Sri Mat. The great wisdom, the great guidance which Sri Guru Granth gave us. And Sri Guru Granth doesn't ask anything more than that. All it tells one thing: take your ego and offer it to the Guru. You shall be free. When Guru Gobind Singh was alive, he asked the Sikhs to give head. 5 gave it. I think the one who gave first must be very commotionally emotional and beautiful and must have a dedication. But the second one who saw the bleeding sword must have great guts. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. And third one would have been totally amazed what is going on. Think of the 5th one. Just think, just imagine, put yourself into that condition and see what it means. Guru had 5 beloveds. He didn't stop at one. Because each tattva have its each projection, and each tattva has its own convulsion to reach the reality of his own imaginative, sub-imaginative, and supreme imaginative unity. It's called Trinity. That is why each 5 tattvas, 3 test means 15th, 16th is thou the God. That is they call the word Sola Kala Sampurana. So from where the word 16 come? 3 tests in each tattva, and 16th one is that one which is the egoless. And that is Gurmat. Actually, Gurmat is nothing but a practical science to make a man an angel and still allows you to live as a man in reality. It doesn't take away from you anything. It gives you everything. I read Japji in the vichar of it. I understand it. I enjoy it. I love it. Because there is no other way to love Guru Nanak but through Japji. Nanak is the soul. That is the Ji. And the repetition of Ji is life. That is the pranic. And when I read Japji in the love of Nanak. What happens when you listen? When you only listen, or even you try to listen, it penetrates. That's what Kirtan is. Guru's word, musically and with vibrations, are being projected. So just by listening, not by acting, that's the second stage. Not by agreeing. That's the other stage. Just listening Guru's words. Kehte Pavitra, Sunte Puneet Kehte. You have heard that? Have you heard that? Those who say are pure. Those who listen are purest. So when we come to the Guru, we meditate. Coming to the Guru's house is the greatest practical meditation. I experienced it. 2 Sundays I missed Gurdwara. I know, I feel it, I understand is how difficult it was. Because when you come to the Guru's house, the whole universe may not come, but all the angels do. All Dev Shakti does. All transparent energy of God migrates. What is our earth? Eyes only let us know where the road is. Ears only tell you what somebody is telling me, whether salad is good or not. And what I speak is whether weather is going to be all right or not. That's what we do. But that unseen eye which sees the unseen, that ears which hear the unheard, and the tongue which speaks the celestial song of God is also within us. And please understand that. Just evaluate yourself and see how great you are. In the smallness of you, how much greatness of you is. You are understanding that through the chip, that little thing. It can have memory of thousands and thousands of people. It's going to chip off all the impossibilities. In the smallness of you, in the narrowness and shadowness and littleness of you, huge Almighty God lives. Just realize it, experience it. By listening to the Guru's words, when you close your eyes and you close your ear from all other garbage, and close your mouth from just bellowing out words. Maybe one word of Guru's kirtan may enter you, and that's enough to solve. Therefore, I like to share with you that do not ask, you already got it. Just go out now and shine. Just remember, stars ask for no permission. They shine, they spread light, and that is Gurmat. Otherwise it is Brahmanvad. Where Brahman ends, Sikh starts. Sikh is the inborn karmic rishi. That's why Rishi Dushdaman guided the life of the Khalsa as Guru Gobind Singh. And his practical life is from Gobind Rai as Guru. We don't account our Gurus right most of the time. We always forget the period of Guru Gobind Rai. We just jump to the period of Guru Gobind Singh. Not true. Guru Gobind Singh came into the existence by the will of the Khalsa. Guru Gobind Rai bestowed on the throne of the Guruship by the will of Guru Tegh Bahadur. This celestial phenomena has to be understood by every Sikh. So long we do not understand in depth, we will never understand the law of life. We will never understand how Guru Gobind Rai, being the Guru, who initiated 5 Sikhs as 5 beloveds, could come down and ask to be initiated. We will never learn the right knowledge of asking. Therefore, we will never learn the art of prayer. Power of human life is in prayer, which Guru Gobind Singh life teaches us so explicitly, so clearly, and so vastly. Nowhere God has done this to us. God has come in many forms. God has come through many realities, many religions. God is God. But it took God all that time to explain to us because we were ready for it. And that is what Gurmat is. And that's what I want you to understand. Therefore, please understand the reality that you are God. Spread the light. Drop your insecurities which are given to you by your ego. Your ego is just a glue. That thing, what they call it, glue which touches you and then you can take away your skin, you can get rid of it. It is a super glue. Ego is a super glue. Why not to waste it on other things? Why not to put it on the Guru itself? That you can get one. So the best is give your ego and live free. That's the bargain. Guru ki matte lai, yane, bhagat bina, bahut doobe syane. Chitrai kine na paya, with all this mischievous, covert, consciousness, arguments, logics, nobody gets anywhere. Simple law of life is, that life is worth living when it is guided by the light of the Guru. Nobody I have seen, dumbest person I have not seen, driving the car with lights off at night. Have you seen anybody? So why you do this? You want to lead your light and switch off the lights and keep going and you think you'll make it? Forget it. You may be depending on your insurance, I'm not sure about it. Even I have seen some places on the freeways where they say switch on your light during daytime. When you pass through the tunnels, they say switch on your light, isn't it? So life is just nothing, a tunnel of actions and reactions. And it's not dark and it's not light, it needs your light. Either use your own light, Manamat, or you lead Guru's light, which is a pretty searchlight. It will find out things for you, and you'll be happy, and I'll be happy, and we'll be happy. Give your ego and go to God with grace. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Manne Nanak Bhavan Abhik